We're gonna get this first block set. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have it level with this concrete. It's gonna go level all the way around this whole edge. So once we get that first block set, then we'll be good to level off the ground. But the first block is probably the hardest block to get. We gotta tamp it all down, tamp all this base rock down, get all tamped down, and then to set the first block, what we're gonna have to do, you have to put this block down, and then you have to stack it up. And we're gonna do a capstone on this one, so you gotta put however many blocks, and then you put the capstone on the top, because the capstone is a different thickness than the other block, so you want to make sure that you level it out with the capstone. So as we put these 3 blocks with the capstone on there, I can already tell right now looking a little bit high. So looks like what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to take a little bit off. So now you got to take the blocks. That's why I say this is one of the hardest ones, because you got to keep putting blocks on, putting blocks off until. So you have to scrape off just a little bit. Just move a little bit of this stuff, get it a little bit lower. Just kind of eyeball it a little bit. Get this thing leveled out just a hair. All right. Once you get a roundabout, then you can start working this bottom one and getting it nice and level. But mainly you just want to get pretty close to it. See if we money now. Still looking a little bit high. Looks like we're going to have to come a little bit lower again. See, that's what happens sometimes. Let's take them all off again. Try it again. One after another, one after another. That's this front part. Needs to come down. Alright, now let's see what we're working with now. I think we might be almost there. 3rd time's a charm. Let's see what we're working with. Make sure these are overlapping too, because they're offset a little bit. So if you have that back part on the top, it's going to be off. Alright, looks like the top might be level. Oh, now we got to come up a little bit. So yes, that's how it goes. Come up a little. We took too much off. Let's do it again. Try it again. 4th time the charm. Now we can add a little bit of sand to get to a little bit of this leveling sand. And this is a little bit easier to hammer down if you're a little bit off. But we're not too far off. A little bit of sand here, a little sprinkle here, a little sprinkle there. Little sprinklies. Shout out my boy Sprinkles. Alright, let's try this again. Back, I can already tell, probably already needs to come up a little bit more. Nice and level. Alright. Looking promising. Looking promising. There it is. Check the bowl right here. Right in the middle. That right there is level as can be. Alright, so now we got the right height. Now we'll just go ahead and now we got this base, so now we're going to get the base right to where it's level all the way around. Now you can see how it's sloping this way, sloping that way. So now what we got to do is get this bottom one. We know it's the right height in the front, so now we just got to make sure we get this one level side to side and front to back. So just keep this side just like it is. And it looks like it needs to add a little bit more in the front, raise it up a little. There we go. Now we're pretty level right there. Hitting the hammer. Where's that hammer at? This hammer. Let's come up with it here. Money. Money, money, money. All right, that's how you level it right there. All right, so now we got this first block leveled. So now we know that at this level right here, it's going to be perfectly level with the top of this, with the capstone. So now we just level off this one brick, so we don't have to keep stacking 3 or 4 high. So now what we do is we just get this next to this block. We can hammer it in, and then what we'll do is just take the level side to side, and that's pretty level, but it looks like gotta come down just a hair. Sometimes you can just hit it with the hammer, and sometimes that works. Sometimes you're gonna have to just get some of the sand, raise it up a little bit. You want to make sure to hit it with the hammer though to seat it in. All right, now we're perfectly level right there. So you want to make sure you level side to side and front to back. The upper level, let me just hit a little in the front, down a little. There we go, perfectly level front to back and side to side. Side to side level, front to back level. Perfect. Now you just keep on going down the line.